Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the next part of Pokemon White using the least popular Pokemon. Last part, Lenora gave us our first L, but we got her back on the comeback, and we got our second gym badge. We find Team Plasma making a ruckus, stealing a Dragonite skull, and we follow after them. Somehow Lenora lost them, but we meet our next target, Berg, the Castelia City gym leader. Sharon and Bianca conveniently show up. And instead of having them help us look, Lenora tells them to sit put while the real trainers look for Team Plasma. I head into Pinwheel Forest, and apparently Burke also doesn't want the smoke. And instead of helping me search, he's just gonna block the exit. After bullying some more children and a Team Plasma grunt, now that we're in Pinwheel Forest, we can actually get the fourth member of our team. And to the surprise of probably no one, it's Panseer, the high temp Pokemon. Panseer evolves into Simisear, which just so happens to be the 1005th least popular Pokemon, just above Simisage. It only takes a few tries to catch him, and we welcome Super Hot Fire the Panseer to the squad. But he's not a rapper. Anyways, Super Hot rap battles his way through Pinwheel Forest, spitting straight fire left and right, holding no punches against any grunts or rangers in his way. The last grunt is hiding from us because he doesn't want this smoke, but we challenge him anyways. Super Hot thinks this Patrat's raps are whack. He starts yawning, about to fall asleep. Patrat hits him with a bite. Super Hot bites him back, and Patrat ends up falling asleep. And then we just keep biting the Patrat until he gets knocked out. Grunt sends out his Sandile. I swap Super Hot for the drink so he can get in on the fun. And all it takes is one water gun to knock him out. Grunt sends out another Patrat, and his Patrat tries to bide, but it ends up being useless and it gets knocked out before it can unleash all that pent up energy. After we beat the Grunt, we get back the Dragonite skull, and he's about to crash out from losing that rap battle when this old dude comes up out of nowhere. He then threatens to fix me, whatever that means. Finally, Bird shows up with some backup, and now that it's a 3v2, the old dude and the Grunt ain't having it, and they leave. And we just let them. Embarrassed because he was kind of useless, Bird challenges us at his gym. We return the skull, and in return we get back a Moonstone. We use the rest of the trainers in Pinwheel Forest to train up Super Hot. He's going to be our ace for Berg's gym. After beating the trainers in Pinwheel Forest, we make it on to Sky Arrow Bridge, which is one of the most iconic areas of Pokemon Black and White. 13-year-old me thought this was the coolest thing ever in Pokemon at the time. I still think it's pretty cool, all things considered, and I'm just going to let this play out. We made it to Castelia City, so after healing up, we're headed straight for Berg's gym. And before I can walk in, Chirin beat me to the gym somehow, even though we left him behind in Striaton City. I don't even think he beat Lenora when we left him behind. Berg comes out the gym as well, and apparently Team Plasma is up to no good again. So we head to the pier so we can give him a good old spanking. And instead of Team Plasma, we find Bianca, and it turns out Team Plasma stole her Pokemon. Only we're allowed to bully our friends, so we chase after Team Plasma to get back Bianca her Pokemon. Team Plasma's genius strategy was to hide out in a building across the street from the gym. I guess they thought no one would notice. There's 3 grunts blocking the entrance, 2 of them gang up on Berg, while I deal with the last one. Grunt sends out a Sandile, and I counter with Super Hot. Realize probably not a good matchup, so swap out Super Hot for Yerb. After a couple Vine Whips, we knock out Sandile. Grunt follows up with another Sandile, and it's just rinse and repeat. After we beat the grunts, they retreat into the building. Our backup shows up, and we barge right in. Inside the building, we find Getsus and two other old dudes. And I guess they genuinely tried to make this building one of their headquarters. Geniuses, all of them. Getsus gives us a little history lesson about a white dragon. I wonder which dragon he's referring to. Berg pulls an Uno reverse and hits them with their own lines. So he'll shut up, they just give Bianca her Muna back. And again, they somehow get away, even though we were blocking the only exit. Now, we can challenge Berg in his gym, right after we pick up this item, which I guess is how they've been escaping this whole time. Stroll up to the gym, get our free water, and we start dealing with the gym trainers. Now, the Castelia City Gym specializes in bug Pokemon. Super Hot Fire is a fire type. Who can tell me what type is super effective against bugs? That's right, fire. And Super Hot be spitting straight fire. So, that was a convoluted way to just say that we steamrolled all of these gym trainers and we made it to Bird pretty easily. He gets straight to the point and the battle starts. Berg leads off with a Whirlipede, and of course, we send out Super Hot Fire. Incinerate isn't the best fire type move, so we try to put Whirlipede to sleep, and in response, Whirlipede hits a Poison Tail, which does more damage than I was expecting, so it's a good thing we try to go for the sleep. And just like I thought, Incinerate didn't do a whole lot. Berg's Whirlipede takes 3 Incinerates and still manages to survive. And he knocks out Super Hot Fire with another Poison Tail. And yeah, there goes my main strategy. It was just spam and Incinerate. So I send out the drink, and Berg ends up healing his Whirlipede. And to prove my point that Incinerate is not a great fire move, the drink was able to take out Whirlipede with just 2 Scalds. But now we gotta deal with Leavanny, who is a grass type. I tried to hit a Hail Mary burn with Scald, and drink its one shot. So I hope for the best and send out Elmo III. Leavanny hits another Razor Leaf. Thankfully, Elmo III is pretty tanky, and Revenge does a decent chunk of damage. Elmo's second Revenge is a crit, which is great. Unfortunately, Berg just heals all that damage right up. Expecting the heal, I instead try to lower Leavanny's defense. Leavanny hits another Razor Leaf, while Elmo counters with Revenge, and it does a little bit more damage. Could be worse. Elmo's still tanking Razor Leaves like a boss, and hitting Leavanny with more Revenges. Unfortunately, Elmo will not tank another Razor Leaf, so I have to heal him up. And of course, Leavanny hits a crit. Fingers crossed his next Razor Leaf isn't a crit. It's not, and Elmo knocks out Leavanny with one final Revenge. Berg's final Pokemon is a Dweeble. Elmo is very low on health. He does survive the smackdown and gets in a Revenge that almost knocks out Dweeble in one hit. Dweeble does throw some sand in Elmo's eyes, but that's okay, because Vital Throw never misses, and Elmo gets the dub. Now, I intended for this to be a super hot sweep, but it ended up being a group effort. That's okay. At the end of the day, we got our 3rd gym badge, and that's all that matters. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to do the things. Catch you guys in the next one. Love y'all. Besos.